Good afternoon. This is Mazelle Rawlick reporting to you from CAN Broadcasting in Apachalatouchis, Texas. I am very happy to report that we still have 0 cases of the COVID-19 virus in our town. Each day, we're answering questions that come to us from around the country. And the most asked is, why don't we have any cases? And we think it's because we're so far out off the interstate. We used to be a thriving community until the interstate went in 50 miles away from us. And now, they don't keep up the roads at all coming into Apachalatouchis. So when they did close it, all of the younger people moved away, and that eventually we closed our visitors bureau because no one had a reason to visit us unless they had a relative here, and even that was a little questionable. And then we closed our schools because there were no little children to go into the schools. And we've used those buildings to our advantage and and I'll share with you later what are some of the things that we're doing with some of those older buildings that were no longer in use. And then the banks closed because none of us have any money except for our Social Security checks. Another way that we've kept the virus out is early on, Dickie Dickerson, who's a ham radio operator who lives here in Apachalatouchis, had been talking with people all over the world, and he talks to people in China, and they were reporting to him that they had this horrible virus and that it was spreading and that people were dying all over the place, and that they expected it was going to spread really pretty rapidly around the world. So because we are a community of elders, and I will say right here, we really prefer to be called elders and not elderly. So our community decided right then and there, with the help of our emergency task force, which is headed up by our vet, Doc Farmington, and his wife, Mary Frances, who's a registered nurse, and they immediately shut down the farm to market road leading into Apachalatouchis. Now, we admit there was not a lot of traffic coming into here anyway. The road's just so bumpy. And we really use it pretty much to have, to either go into the Walmart or make a trip into another town around Texas. But it really prevented people from coming into our town who might possibly have had the coronavirus. I do want to say a big thank you to Gabrielle for sending some raven dye to Betty Sue. She is most grateful, and so is the community. We're glad to have her back doing her constitutional so we can visit. And I also want to thank the Walmart and the Amazon for still coming out to the highway and delivering our goods. Now, it's true we don't get them as often as we used to, but we're grateful for that. I'm going to sign off now and say we wish you great health around the country. Tomorrow, I'm going to address how we are dealing with actual incarceration within our town. And I will tell you that yes, we are being very careful, and we do the shelter in place. Our new town motto is, we would rather be safe than sorry. And we're putting a sign out there at the roadblock just saying that. We'd rather be safe than sorry. So this is Mazelle Rawlick signing off, saying, wishing you good health, and hope you will take our motto, which is you would rather be safe than sorry.